Hey everybody, good morning, good morning. I'm Heather. I'm Director of Education here at Luminess. And guys, we are here each and every day for you so you learn more and more about Luminess, what we have to offer, how to do it, what to do, all the goodness of Luminess. So we talk about skincare, we talk about airbrush makeup, and we of course talk about color cosmetics. We are known for our airbrush makeup. We've been around 20 plus years. And so that's what everybody knows us for. So we are going to do a complete look today. We have, I won't be able to come back. I might be able to do the 3, but not sure, but I can't do the 11. And so I want to do a completed look, but if I'm able to, I'll come back and do the 3 and we'll talk about more makeup. So first I'm going to use our Kinetic Brightening Serum. If you have this one, we don't carry this one anymore. Probably should not use it, but it's one of my favorites. I just love it. So I'm going to put what I would use in its place is the AM and the PM serum. The AM serum smells like morning. It smells so good. You will love it. It makes your skin feel amazing. And then today I thought I would do a look. So if you can't tell what I'm wearing a blue jean dress, but I have on some pink tennis shoes. And so I kind of want to do maybe kind of, when I say natural, or I guess neutral would be the best word. And I think I'm going to do everything with the Cut palette. At the Cut palette, it may be the Circle of Life. And then I'm going to do a pale pink lip. You don't have to do a lot to get your look. And that's what I love about Luminess. It's just, it's whatever you're feeling that day. So hello, Delina. Delina? Did I say that right? So now, let me get in here. I'm going to I'm using our concealer. And I'm going to put a little bit on my eye. I'm not going to highlight around the brow like I did last time, but I am going to use this right on my lid as a makeup primer because our concealers, guys, are amazing because they are traditional. I mean, all of our concealers are, but with the traditional concealers that we have, it doesn't allow for any movement. And so it's pretty cool, the fact that once it's on, it is on. Hello, Connie. All right, so I'm going to just go in and powder that. Now getting the other one ready. And I can kind of just put that everywhere. So good morning, Michelle. I can go in and do this with a brush, with my finger, with a blender. It's whatever you are most comfortable with. I will tell you that because I've been airbrushing for so long, anytime I get like makeup or anything on my hands, I'm like, it freaks me out a little bit. So I do, hey Kay, how are you? So I do like to go in there and blend it a little with my blender. And now I'm going to powder that off. Now, of course, we do want to powder because of the fact we're using a cream concealer. And so using the cream concealer, we need to set it. Now I'm going to use the Cut 1 palette, this one right here. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to start, people are calling me and it's right in the middle of my life. Here it is. I'm using a blending brush like this. This is our L200 brush. And I'm going to go in with the neutral, the medium, the middle contour shade. I'm good. I am good. I have, I think, what's starting to be like a sinus headache, or maybe the weather's going to change. One of those things where you're like, ugh. It's just that numbing kind of headache. I can pop a few Advil or Tylenol, and then I will be good. All right. So that is just adding one color right in the crease. Now that's the advantage of doing that concealer, and I did the concealer a little lighter than my skin tone, so it acts as the highlight as well. So I can still go in, blend this one. And with this look, I'm not wanting any harsh edges. I want to keep it super neutral. But let's say you were going out, you know, hi, Lynn, how are you? Let's say you were going out of town on a surprise weekend or just a short overnight stay or something. You don't want to take a lot of makeup. You know, I always crack up when I see like commercials. There's one commercial out right there, and they're walking into a bed and breakfast, and the girl has like this overnight bag that's maybe, well, you can't see, but maybe that big, and she's carrying it under her arm. Like that would be enough for my makeup, because I like to bring a lot of makeup and my toiletries, but wear your clothes. So if you did have a lot of room, let's say you're backpacking through Europe, you could use your Cut One palette to do so many different things. So I'm blending this. Hey, Star. So I'm just blending that. Now, again, if I wanted to, I could leave this just like that, because I don't need to do much of a highlight with it. But if I wanted to, I'm going to use the bottom. I can't see these words. Vanilla Bean. I'm using Vanilla Bean, which does have a little bit of shimmer to it. And I'm going to put that right there on the brow highlight. So it just gives me a little bit of shimmer, a little bit more of a pop, blend those edges. Again, just a little something you can add. I can also add some color to the bottom. Hello, hello. It's okay, Dawn. Now I'm going to go in with Mocha. And smudge that. Now I'm fine with no eyeliner, because once I put mascara on, it'll give me that darker underneath. But again, if I wanted to do kind of a neutral, I don't want to say natural, but more neutral look. And again, I'm only using the Cut One palette right now. All right, so now I'm going to go in and dust that off. And then taking the concealer. I'm not going, yesterday we did a lot of concealing where I did, you know, I did the brow and all of that. So right now you can see I'm doing a lot thinner, not as heavy. And blending that out. Now, anytime you do use your hands under the eyes, please make sure you're using your ring finger. Muzi, how are you? Your ring finger is your weakest finger, and so we do want to be careful for that under eye area and don't want to pull too hard. Even doing my blender, you can see that I'm just pouncing on it. I'm just like boom, 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 boom. And now I'm going to do a little bit of powdering. And now I'm going to move over to the other side. I am starting down here, so that first spot, knowing my face, I don't want to emphasize any wrinkles and crinkles. So remember, regardless of what you're using, wherever you put your brush is where most of the makeup's going to go. And so that's the reason I kind of did it a little farther down and worked myself up. Now, if you don't have wrinkles and crinkles under the eyes, you can go straight there. Connie, mine's not, but a lot of times I do it damp. Yeah, it's just because I don't have water here. So making sure to get all that in, using my finger if I need to kind of warm it up. I'm probably having to work a little harder for the fact that it's not damp. All right, now I'm going to powder this side. All right, Now I'm going to do my shade 3 and the Silk 4-in-1. Hello, Amy. Now the Silk 4-in-1 is one of my favorites because of the fact it has anti-aging properties in it. It has your moisturizer primer, it has concealer, and it has foundation. So this is my go-to. Now our Mystic foundation, which is a lot of your favorite, Musette, I know loves the Mystic. Mystic is a higher pigmented foundation, meaning it's going to give you more coverage and you don't have to do as many passes. So you can, put 4 or 5 drops in and get lots of coverage, whereas with 4 or 5 drops of this might give you a little bit less coverage. And so you just kind of have to play with it. Hello, Melissa. You just have to kind of play with it and see what foundation you like the best. We also have Ultra Foundation. That's great for combo skin. You can powder that and you're going to stay matte. And then we have Matte Foundation. And that's for the people out there that are super oily. I'm not talking oily T-zone. I'm talking oily. You'll want to use matte. Now, the other great thing, and I know a lot of you do it, is you mix the different foundations together. And you most certainly can do that. I'm going to do about 5 drops. You most certainly can mix those together. Sometimes I will mix my Silk and Mystic together. Again, it's just a matter of playing with it and figuring it out. If you're using Silk 4-in-1 and you're thinking, man, I need a little more coverage, then try Mystic. You can order the smaller bottles, the bottles like this size. Instead of the 0.50, you can order this size of the foundation and try them out. I understand, Musette. All right, so now notice, and I'm watching the monitor here. A lot of times it looks like I'm doing this really fast, and I'm not. I'm barely spraying where you're going to question whether or not it's coming out. Musette said, just like traditional makeup, you have to find that your perfect face for experimenting. And that's right. I mean, we do have to try different foundations when we were doing traditional makeup to get, to figure out what works best on everybody's skin. Now, I will say the fact that how we put our airbrush on is, it's so light, it's so airy that it doesn't matter if you like light coverage to heavy coverage. It's not going to look like regular makeup. It won't look like, your face is painted. It's going to feel natural. I mean, we had a new person start and she was airbrushing. She's like, I just don't feel like I have anything on. I'm like, exactly. That's exactly what you want. We don't want to feel like we have anything on. And what I just did is I blended out this edge. So as I was putting my makeup on and I was like moving my head, I saw in the corner of my eye that this had a hard edge. Guys, when you're doing your makeup, turn your head, look around. Just like you would look at the back of your hair to see, make sure you didn't have any holes in it or anything like that. You want to look at the whole face, side, up, down, everywhere, to make sure that it is blended. How many times have you gotten in the car and you pull down that makeup mirror and you're like, what happened? What did I do? I forgot to put makeup on the forehead. So think about that. You need good lighting. You need a good mirror. Outside light is normally the best. If you don't have outside light, and I don't know why they put the worst light bulbs in the bathroom, but change them out with Reveal light bulbs. Reveal light bulbs are amazing, and do like 50 to 75 watt. It's awesome. Musette is saying less is more. That is so, so true. I think the biggest hiccup to get over is the fact when you're putting it on, it doesn't feel like makeup, nor do you want it to. Guys, we're doing a completely different makeup, okay? We are airbrushing. Airbrushing. So you're putting it on differently. If you are putting airbrush makeup on like traditional makeup, it's not working. You ain't doing it. I'm cleaning out my stylus right now. I'm blowing, doing some Tip Top cleaner through it. Also, if you're airbrushing and it's wet, if you feel sticky, if it's, you know, if you put your finger on it and you can see a fingerprint, that is telling me that you're spraying too heavy. Guys, I tell you this all the time. I'm gonna let that soak for a second. I tell you this all the time. If I came to your house and watched you airbrush, chances are I would tell you to pull back less on the trigger. I would say 90% of the time I have to tell people to pull back less on the trigger. So it really is barely coming out. You do not want to see it come out. Okay, Angela, Velvet, tell me more. I'm guessing you're talking about the Velvet Veil. Velvet Veil is under primers, and it is a blur. I always feel like I have to say blur. It's going to help blur redness, fine lines and wrinkles, pore reduction. It is the bomb. I'm just going to say that right now. You are going to be obsessed with it and wonder if we can, you know, sell it in tubs because we need to bathe in it. But it comes in, where's my Velvet Veil? Right here. It is this one right here. It comes with a little stopper. I never use this. I just put that aside and I do it this way. I just put my finger over it. It is something you're going to put on after your moisturizer and before you start airbrushing. It works best with airbrushing because once it's on, it doesn't allow for a lot of movement with traditional makeup. So put it on. You will definitely notice a difference. It's like a Snapchat filter for your face because it is amazing. I mean, I've seen so many women do the before and after. Like, I think we even did one. It was a before and after, or even half the face. And then we had some people do it on their hands. And it was just flat out. I mean, it just floored. And he's like, Velvet Veil equals liquid gold. VV equals LL or LG. Sorry, I just saw the L. VV equals LG. It is amazing. And so a little bit goes a long way. You definitely do not want to overdo it, but it does just, it just feels amazing. All right. So now I am going to go in and I'm going to lightly powder. I'm done on powder. All right. So now let me get to my, there's my contouring. Again, contouring with the Cut One palette. Oh, the Velvet Blenders. Oh, I was like, Angela should know about the Velvet Veil. That's so funny. Jennifer, you should try it. Luminess Beauties, do not reach out to her. I already know, I can already hear it. Jennifer, our Luminess Beauties are going to put some emojis up right now. Reach out to one of those, whoever you would like to reach out to. Reach out to them. They are not going to reach out to you because I don't want you to be bombarded with 100 emails. But you reach out to them. You can message somebody, but they're going to put their emojis. If you see the thumbs up, the lips, and the lipstick, that tells you that they're a Luminous Beauty, and they can talk to you about trying the makeup. What you know, they'll just talk you through it, see what you need to do, tell you how much it is, all of that. So. And we have price points for everybody. I'm going to do a little bit down my nose. Okay. And then, let's see, what do I want to use now? I think I'm going to use Vanilla Bean, which does have that shimmer. It's very light. Ooh, hello. Ooh, mama like. I haven't used that Vanilla Bean as a shimmer before. I'm just trying to use the Cut One only. But I like that. Ooh. Yes, ma'am. Try not to get the hair in your mouth. All right. I like that a lot. But just don't eat it. So that is all of, oh, Jennifer, it will definitely work. What I would recommend is the Mystic Foundation. It is a higher pigmented foundation. You can also try our CC concealer or a color corrector first. So I would maybe do a color corrector first and then do the Mystic Foundation on over it. Now, also keep in mind that it does take some getting used to as far as applying the foundation. So when you're airbrushing, when you start to airbrush, you might not be an expert the very first time. And then also know that Mystic, since it is a higher pigmented color, it just is going to give you more coverage. So it might take you a little longer to nail down Mystic, but once you get it down, you're going to love it. We're very upfront when it comes to, hey, it's going to take you like maybe a day or two to get used to it because we're not touching our face. You're so used to touching your face with traditional makeup and piling it on. And then with Luminess, you're here, you're not touching your face, you're looking flawless, you're getting the coverage. And I forgot that I put some Tip Top cleaner in there. You're getting the coverage without having to touch your face, which to me, honestly, doesn't that make sense? Because when you are doing traditional makeup and you're trying to get coverage, you're putting it on and then blending it with your hand. And what does that do? To me, it's like wiping it away. It's blending, but you're wiping it. And so being able to get the coverage without touching your face makes sense. It's amazing. And you're going to look flawless. You're going to love it. All right. So now I'm going to finish my look by curling my lashes. And then adding mascara minus the hairbrush that on my lip. Musette also has hyperpigmentation. She uses the peach cover up, peach color corrector, and Mystic. So it also is it never should look heavy or cakey. So when you're putting it on, even if you get that coverage and you're like, woo, I'm excited, it covers, but it looks a little heavy. Yay for the coverage, but we can get it down where it's not going to look heavy or cakey. It will look like your natural skin, okay? So definitely come back, ask me questions, see it being done. But this is a live chat, so you are able to ask live questions, and I will answer right there. I struggle with lashes. I can't seem to ever do them right on my. The fake lashes, Star? Are you talking about the fake ones? So the trick with that, normally I put lashes on every single day. The thing with that is, number one is put glue on both of them at the bottom. Let them get tacky. Let them sit there for a second. Then take a mirror and look down when you're putting them on. And so kind of just relax your eyes, look down, and place them where you need to. And when the glue is tacky, number one, they stick. And number two, you can kind of drag them to wherever you need them. So looking down also stretches your eyes the way you need to be, the way they need to be, so you can put them on. All right, so there's my mascaras. Voila. And all I used was the Cut One palette. Now, the other thing I could do, and I want to make sure this mascara dries. So I did one color in my crease. So let's say I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back and use Mocha, which is the darker color in the crease. I'm letting the my lashes dry a little bit before I do this. And then with an eyeshadow brush, flat one, with the lighter color, I think it's cappuccino, and I'm going to mix a little bit of the flat white together, mixing those two colors. I can go in and add some color to my lid. And it just kind of lightens it up a little bit. If you wanted to. Again, only using the Cut One palette. That's all I used was the Cut One palette, guys. Now I'm going to take the Ballet Pink and the Dusty Rose lip. I'm using Dusty Rose. Filling in I have crooked lips, so I had to fix that. That one wanted to go in a little more. All right, so I lined my lips, and now using the Ballet Pink lip vinyl, and I'm only going to apply this. These do move quite a bit, and I'm only going to apply it in the middle, and then move them out myself. So I'm only applying it right there, and then move it by rubbing my lips together. That way they're thin enough where it'll stick to the lip and maybe not run. You know, because like before I was like, woo, like putting that bad boy on, but I'm able to, I want it to stay in place. That's why I lined them, and then I just put it right in the middle, right there. There you go. All right, guys, that is it for today. I am hopefully going to come back on at 3. We are shooting some things today, so I don't know if I'll be able to get back on. Thank you, Jennifer. Less is more. Amen, sister friend. But I'm going to try. I'm just kind of pre-warning. But normally we do these at 10, 11, and 3 Central Time. So hopefully I will be back by 3. And we'll just talk about it. We'll figure out, see how the makeup's lasted all day long. And again, I did all of this with Silk 4-in-1 and our Cut One palette. My contour, my highlight, my eyes are all done with just this one palette. So it's pretty amazing. All right, guys, I will see you soon. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you back here at 3. All right, bye for now.